What's good? We're back. We're still playing SR20. So I figured after getting the body wired up, well, temporary wired up, and the PDM for that in, I figured now's a good time to probably wire up the engine, seeing as I would love to drop that in ASAP. I'm also going to start looking at the handbrake, but that's only because it'd just be super convenient to get actually park it somewhere. So I'm going to pop the top on this today and get that out. I've got the wiring loom sort of hanging on it. I figured out one of the plugs, which is a good start, and it is the words evade me this morning, afternoon, evening, wherever we're at. This thing's plugged in. First plug. I can't remember. It's the crank signal fucking thing. Yeah. Anyway, that's plugged in. Don't worry about it. And I think I found the injector loom. The coil pack loom. I was going to hook up the coil packs, plug some of that stuff in, and then just work my way around the loom and try and just plug a fair amount of this in. I know a couple of those plugs do go to the fuse box in this corner of the engine bay. They do go to here. Another plug plugs into the power steering-ish sensor and a couple other things along there. So we'll start with that and just go from there. Let's take this cover off. Let's see how bad this is. Oh boy. It's probably someone somewhere is just like, oh, that plug goes there and this plug goes here. Well, too bad. I don't have that. It's just me and I'm figuring it out. Exciting moments. Watch me plug the coil packs in wrong. Oh, I hope not. Hey, it's actually relatively clean in there. Oh. Sick. So that's relatively clean in there, which is nice. Hopefully this is the loom for them, because that would be really convenient. Clicks in. I'll take it. Really should have started from the back with this. Really played myself. Oh, yeah. Alright. So, it's in there. Oh, that fits not too bad. Huh. Well, actually, fits pretty good. I'm assuming there's an earth on it. That's kind of worrying. Wonder where that hooks to. These two must go together. Boom. Wiring. Oh, god damn it. Alright, so I've done an amount. They're sort of now at a point where I believe I need to have it mounted with the other looms. So some of that stuff does the front looms in the engine bay. That's obviously the ECU plug and I believe a body harness plug. The small loom here that I believe plugs into the other loom on the other side. I've also mocked up the intake manifold. I don't have the throttle body on it yet, but we'll get there. The injector plugs are mocked up. These earths here go here somewhere. These two are here. They do like the idler control valve, I think, that's in there and stuff like that. The coil pack loom's hooked up. So basically I've hooked up a heap of stuff. I've mocked up this, but for now I'm probably going to stop because there's going to be a lot of off-camera bolts and stuff, and that's going to take a while. So I will deal with that in a bit. Plus I need to pull it off of here and sandblast the flywheel temporarily so I can use it to at least attempt to start the vehicle, because I am going to hook up the box and try and get it driving at some point soon. So we're going to just move on. I want to pull all the wheels off the car and we're going to try and figure out this handbrake situation. I'll try and find my handbrake because currently I have next to nothing in the vehicle and no brakes or anything, which is really inconvenient because when this car's on the ground I can't stop it without putting a rock under the wheel or a chock or something. So I'm going to tidy up some of this mess here and push this back into the corner for a bit and label some of the loom off camera, but I'm going to pull the wheels off. Let's have a look and see what brakes are on it because I've never checked. Actually, you know what? I don't know. So I was told that this car had LSD from the factory, and I have been very curious to find out whether both wheels spin or not. So I currently have absolutely no idea whether the wheels both spin, and I'm going to spin one and find out because I'm really curious. Have I been gypped? Oh. Well, I mean, they both spin. Whether it's welded or not. Doesn't feel like it, but could be wrong. That's good. LSD is a good start. It's ones for adjustable arms and stuff. That's kind of cool. Huh. Nice. Developments. I found my handbrake and the handbrake cable bit. So this all bolts up. I found some bolts too. This funky bracket, that's where the handbrake handle mounts. It goes through this hole here, and then the mount mounts across that. I currently still have the two handbrake cables installed up in there somewhere above the tail shaft, but I found this other gem. Let me slide in. So right up in there, you can just see it. Someone's undone the rear brake lines. So I'm going to reconnect that and I'll have to bleed the brakes at some point. But for now, we can get the cables that are up in here somewhere. You can just see one, I think. Just up in there. We can get them reconnected and get this show back on the road-ish. So, oh god, many moons later, I now have a handbrake. And it's all bolted in. That was a real arse to join up the rear brake lines because you had to loosen off that little joiner piece and then adjust it so they all started. I anti-seized them because, Jesus, they were a pain. And you got about this much room to work with, so let's find out if this worked. Let's click the handbrake a couple of clicks. Oh. A few clicks on it. Feels fairly tight. So it might work. Something I didn't see earlier was the fact that I needed to put a nut on here. So the handbrake cable slots in through there, there's a thread on it that's adjustable with a nut. Now when I pull it, the cable actuates. That's got some tension on it. So now, any luck, I have a working handbrake. What a donut. I thought it was hooked up. Rock solid, baby. That's a working handbrake, boys. I've used a spare nut. Right. Oh, another click and that'll tighten up. So I do need to adjust it a bit, but it's working. It's good stuff.